anxiety. He quickly realized the club was so much more and really enjoys the format and the people. And tonight, Steve is going to do a speech, and it's an impromptu speech, so please help me welcome Steve TAC.
Could you be wrong? Gary, could you be wrong?
Never.
How about you, Pam?
Oh, never.
Could Peter be wrong?
Oh, yes.
Are there any thoughts, beliefs, actions, or habits that are not serving us? Is it possible that we may have picked up some things, whether it be from childhood, from traumatic events, from bullying, or from anything that may not be serving us? Could we be wrong about some things? Could some of our beliefs be wrong? Is there another way? Can we challenge some of those beliefs? So I'd like to challenge all of us here tonight, if you take the challenge, to examine some of your thoughts and your actions by looking at the results you're getting and looking at them with a fresh, different approach. In order to do that, I propose that you ask yourself 3 questions. Number 1, what results have you been getting? So what results have you been getting? Whether they're good or bad, what are your results? Some of the results I've gotten in the past and continue to get in some areas of my life are in avoidance, safety, security, inconsistence, and sometimes confusion. So looking at those results, what are some actions or inactions, could be lack of action, avoidance, that's leading to those results? Some of the ones that I've come up with are staying too much inside my comfort zone. So staying in that safe little bubble and not expanding out as we try to do here at Toastmasters. Not taking bold actions in some aspects of my life, whether that be relationships, career, could be going to groups, could be social interactions, some of that, not taking bold enough action. And also avoiding the truth. Sometimes not being my authentic self, not being my true self, letting the veil of fears and insecurity kind of keep me bottled up a little bit. So, that's number 2. Number 3, what could you do different? How could you challenge some of those habits, beliefs, actions? What could you do different? For me, I said I could try to get outside my comfort zone a little more often. This speech is a prime example of this, and I'll get a little bit more into that in a moment. I could speak my truth as much as possible. That don't mean I have to be, say things that are hurtful to people or say mean things, but I could try to speak my truth when I can. So that is, another one is to avoid avoidance. By avoiding avoidance, I just mean do so. So get out and take action. Avoiding things. Sometimes where I've had social anxiety, the tendency is to avoid, to stay silent, to be hesitant, to not get up and do that speech. So by challenging myself to avoid avoidance or take action, I can expand that comfort zone out a little. So that is 3 questions. Now we have one action. So once you do up your 3 questions and you come up with some of the things you could do different, take one action, at least one action. You can take as many as you want, but try to commit yourself to taking one action. Do something different than you did before. Like Yola was saying, go down to the student center and pass out flyers. That was actually a really good activity, and you could talk to people and say you're from Toastmasters and explain a little bit about the program. That'd be a great activity to get outside your comfort zone. So take one action. And the reason I did this, I've been doing this to get outside of my comfort zone and to be consistent. I've been doing this little thing I call Take Action Challenges, where I've been recording a challenge pretty much every week since the new year came in, a little bit before that, and challenging people as for myself, but also to challenge others to take action and get outside their comfort zone. And I'll just explain a little bit about some of the challenges leading up to this one. So this is challenge number 8, do it different. Challenge number 1 was to get a journal and write in it for 30 days. That's a great one. Any of us could take on. Social anxiety, shyness, whatever, it don't matter. Any of us, I'm sure, if you got your journal and wrote in it for 30 days, even if you said, I love you, something simple. It don't have to be anything great, but get your journal and write in it for 30 days. Number 2 is to talk to a stranger.